one of the major prohibitions is mentioned in this week's Parsha. One of the major prohibitions about Shabbat is the lighting of fire. And the question comes up, why is it so important to the Torah that we not light fires on Shabbat? What's the big thing? The answer is the unique nature of fire. Procreation and fire have one thing in common. We're helping Hashem create something in the world. Now, obviously, procreation cannot be forbidden on Shabbat. In fact, it's encouraged. That's a separate issue. What you do with your wife in the backseat of your car on Shabbat is your business, not mine. But that's a separate thing. Never mind. I'm not even going to go there. But anyway, but the thing is about fire. Fire is also an issue of creation. We don't think of it that way, but fire changes the object that you're putting in the fire. It's making a chemical change. And remember that Shabbat is a day that we celebrate that God rested from the creation of the world. It's an acknowledgement that God created the world. And so because God rested on Shabbat, we rest. And one of the ways that we rest is we refrain from doing something that would make us sort of like God. And fire, by the way, is one of the few things that separates us from any other animals. No other animal can create fire. They might take advantage of fire to warm themselves up, but they would not use it to make tools or to cook with. Only humans will do that. So it's a way of us getting back to realizing that God created the world and that our responsibility of remembering that God created the world. Remember, but why are we allowed to use fire on Yom Tov, on holidays? The difference is there's also a major difference in how we count the week. Shabbat comes at the end of the week, no matter what. We have no control over when Shabbat comes, once every 7 days. The holidays we control because we are the ones that God said, you declare the new month. You set the calendar up. So we have that authority. He gave us the parameters and we do it. Shabbat is out of our control. So that's why the prohibition of fire is so important. Something to think about. Kaddish Rabbanim.